It is to corrupt our deen. You see, to the disbeliever, whether he eats with the right hand, whether he eats with the left hand, whether he eats with his toes, it makes no difference to him. Whether he stands and eats, whether he sits and eats, whether he lie down and eat, whether he eats in the toilet, it makes no difference to him. A disbeliever, whether he is respecting his parent, not respecting his parent, make no difference to him. Whether he shakes hand, he don't shake hand, whether he shakes with the toes, it makes no difference. But we have got a code for our life. Every aspect, there is a tariqah. Everything in our life, there is a method, how we have to do it. We can't just do it any old how, any which way we feel. No, we have to do it in a particular way. By them coming out with all these things, they want to corrupt that way of life. They want to corrupt our identity as Muslims. You know, they say, wake up and smell the coffee, you know. If you think that a people who came into Africa and treated the people of Africa worse than one would treat chickens in an abattoir, a people who went into France and massacred, a people who went and killed 500,000 children in Iraq, and they called it collateral damage, a people who in this day and age could have done this type of zulm and atrocity in Afghanistan, and what is happening in all other countries, all of a sudden they have got the goodness of humanity at heart, that now they want to give you a shot, and not just one, two, and then a boost, and every season you must have a boost, and they can't disclose to you what is in that shot. And we must just trust them and say, no, this is for our benefit. Like how not to make sanam is for our benefit. How not to give ghusl to your father is for your benefit. For you not to visit your mother when she is ill is for your benefit. We're living in a fool's world. We are thinking foolishly. We have thrown our brain, which Allah has given us, and we have become worse than sheep, listening to the media, and listening to whoever just wants to push us in any which direction, because we haven't put our roots firm into the ground, like that palm tree that is explained in the Quran Sharif, the sifat of the believer. We don't shake. We don't shake. We live for Deen. We live for our Iman. That is who we are. It is so sad that Muslim companies, Allah has blessed so much, Muslim companies are making rule that everybody must take this vaccine, otherwise you lose your job, or you come here, every 3 days you must vaccine at your own cost. What zulm is that? If you want to take, you take. But can you force everybody else? The same companies, did they force every woman in that company to wear hijab and niqab? Did they force themselves not to get involved in interest and usury? Things that are haram in Deen, all the laws of Allah Ta'ala, the laws of Huzur Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that's out the window. But when the WHO says something, and America says something, and a scientist says something, then that is more important than the Quran Sharif and the Sunnah of Huzur Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that you run the risk of losing your job if you don't comply. What deen is this? What thinking is this? Where are we drifting? Where are we going? We need to wake up. This is a different type of war on Islam. And the unfortunate thing is that the Muslims who are supposed to be fighting on the side of Islam are actually so convinced that if I go onto the side of the enemy, it's for my benefit. Allah Ta'ala protect us. Allah Ta'ala open our hearts, open our minds. Allah keep us firm. Allah Ta'ala keep us firm on Deen. That we must be prepared to give our life for the Shariat, give our life for the Sunnah of Huzur Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Like that Sahabi who picked up the food from the floor. And they told him, hey, these people are all high class people here. Where are you picking up the food from the floor? And he said, must I leave the Sunnah of my Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam for these fools? Umar radiyallahu ta'ala, read up the history. When he went to fetch the keys of Baytul Maqdis, and they told him, these people, are you going to meet all the big shots? You must go on a nice stallion, nice horse, dress up nicely. But he said, نحن قوم أعزنا الله بالإسلام. We are a people, Allah has given us izzat through Islam. We don't need izzat through Nike. We don't need izzat through masks. We don't need izzat through vaccines. Our izzat is in the Deen of Islam. And every drop of blood in our veins must stand for that. Our life must be for that. Our dying must be for that. Allah Ta'ala, give us tawfiq. Give me first tawfiq. Easy to talk. But when we are faced with the situation, then only Allah knows what will be our halat and condition. Allah Ta'ala give us sabit qadmi. Always make dua. وَثَبِّتْ أَقْدَامَنَا وَثَبِّتْ أَقْدَامَنَا. Allah keep us firm. Allah keep us firm on our deen. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين.